No, I gotta tell you this because it's so gross.
Well, you're gonna wait because it is time for the Elegant 8 Adventure Saga, brought to you by Sonic Glass Cleaner. So I've got a Sonic cleaner for my glasses because they've always sucked, and I'm really excited that it actually I can see out of my glasses. Now, Noodle, take it away with your story about flies.
I was yawning on my way into school last year, and a little baby one flew in there and I could feel it on the back of my throat. So I'm standing in front of my school, hacking like, I don't know who saw me or what they must have thought, but I did get most of it out. I know there had to have been a leg or a wing or something that stayed in, but that's my story. It was so awful.
That's
all
horrible.
day. All I could feel was fly throat.
I don't know that I wanted to hear that story, actually. If you want to,
you're welcome.
So
be thankful it's just flying on your face. Okay.
So we're going to try to do a short session. I'll probably get carried away, so everyone keep me honest. I'm hoping around 8 o'clock or so. So last session or 3, you guys all leveled up. So that's awesome.
Yeah.
I think most everyone here is a level 6, except for Nick. Nick spent too much time in comas and kidnapped and whatever else. So he's a little bit behind you guys. But for the most part, you guys are all above board. You've leveled. Did anyone get anything good? I think we talked about this last time, but did anyone else get anything good? Anyone want to share the good love? Then I'll tell you what happened last week.
Yeah, I have kind of like more multi-attack because I got a crossbow skill, and you can see it in action. But it operates a lot like Little Zippy as a external thing. That's it.
Yeah, you have, Skylar. How many attacks do you have?
I'll bring up my thing, but it's basically.
It's insane.
Wait, yeah, it's like the same as Karen now. But let me bring up my thing.
Well, Karen doesn't talk about hers, so I helped Skylar figure his out, and it was something like 5 attacks per turn.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I'm saying it's not nothing, as they say.
Yeah, no, it's good.
While we're getting us ready, while you're anyone else get anything good while we're doing it? By the way.
I'm
Also-
with what? And also what?
What?
With Mr. Bing, I like the fact that I can heal and also gain some health back. But I discovered that I should be up there attacking with melee instead of hanging in the back. So I'm gonna try my hand. So I was searching for, a weapon to do so.
What made you discover that? What was it about your character that made that interesting?
I was just reading up, and I think when you were helping me, you were like, yeah, because I didn't, I'm new to the whole thing. So
yeah, I think the thought was that you were a healer. But I think you're someone who can heal, but you're not necessarily a healer.
Yep. You can be a battle priest.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm.
Oh, I forgot to click the button while I'm doing these intros. I think it's worthwhile. Mr. Bing, you didn't experience. We have a lot of new stuffs, including there's a new cards and sound effects. So it is time for my pepper. Trying to wind down this the single barrel Kirkland brand bourbon, which is supposedly a very good bourbon packaged as Kirkland. We'll find out.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is.
I'm making an old fashioned with it, so it's not like it's on the rocks.
Yeah.
I'm pulling off some Johnny Walker Blue, and then I thought I'd do some Tennessee Legend Dirty Cream.
We need the official liquors of the Elegant 8. And
I like
start
that.
Start doing a liquor tracker.
Yeah.
I always have to click the not for kids in YouTube because we spend a good amount of our time talking about booze. What about you, Alicia? What do you got?
So I'm supposed to have 4 first level spells, but something duplicated and it's weird in there right now. But I got cool 2nd level spells.
Ooh.
One of them is I put down 4 arrows, and if bad guys come within 30 feet of them, the arrows take off after them, like to attack them.
Oh, neat.
And then I have a thing where I can summon another beast to help.
I'm playing that.
Alicia, I can't remember if we ever talked about this, but
Huh?
when I was playing Favia, at some point, I realized you have this ability to take an extra attack if somebody's standing close to somebody else you're attacking.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like way down at the bottom of your features, but like I can't remember what it's called, but basically if there's like 2 targets and you're focusing on one, you like hit one and then use your extra attack on that one. If there's another person within 5 feet of your target, then you get a free attack on that person too.
Oh.
Wow. Yeah. So it's one of those whole, like, your characters are, I think all of your characters are capable of a lot more. This is what happens when you only get to see your character for like a short amount of time.
Yep.
Right. But that said, they're always available on D&D Beyond. So I'll push whenever I can. I'll push changes up. So like in general, like you can do some research there. Hey,
Okay.
let's talk about what happens. And by the way, Nick is the same as Nick. He still has his balls. He didn't get anything because he's not leveled up yet. So what happened last week was some fun. You guys cruised through some more Badlands, and thank goodness, finally a random encounter hit you. You were attacked by, I believe it was 5 giant scorpions, and this was the first time I saw the Eleganate in a position where like things could have gone horribly wrong for you guys. Because these scorpions were pretty much hit point wise, equal to you guys, but they had a couple of advantages. So, I think you did 1 round and decided, oh shit, this is like, why are we doing this? And took your wagons and just screamed through the scorpions, taking whatever opportunity attacks they might have had, and just left them behind because you guys are with horses and wagons, and you can outrun a scorpion. So, you cut and run, right?
So we powered through.
You powered
what
through.
happened.
Yeah, I think there was some pretty interesting moments where things got squashed and flanked and whatever else. But in a nutshell, I think the only roll was really Nick making sure he didn't fall out of the back of the wagon. I think that was the thing.
That sounds about right.
Yeah. So then, you guys cruised ahead and you arrived at Sid Dish's Quick Oasis, right? So it's an oasis in the middle of the Badlands. And you went past a couple of desert guards on the outside of the gates, not sure what's going on with them. Initially, made your way in. I think you realized there's a bunch of merchants, and you guys and merchants, that's pretty much the evening. So, you did some noodling, talking to some merchants. Your first stop was at Jimmy Hammertoe's Weapons and Stuff, and Noodle fell in love with, I believe, a sword, right? That's a healing sword. You also learned that, hey man, like there's something's going down with the Waterworks. It's about an hour away. It seems the Desert Guard, the gentleman outside are from the Desert Guard. The Desert Guard has taken control of the Waterworks from the locals and seemed to be diverting the water for some reason, right? So you noticed when you walked in, the oasis wasn't really gurgling with water. It was sort of dry, right? And it's a big concern to the group. Jimmy Hammertoe said he'd give you a good deal. I believe that sword that Noodle was after was $17,400 or 400 gold.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was a lot.
Oh, wow.
But I think it's yours for the low price of 7,000, plus a promise to fix all of your damaged weapons, because he's a smith. And I don't believe he sweetened the pot with any gold himself. But that was like he was going to cut you a great deal if you survive. If you survive, basically returning water to the oasis. And then he sent you in to talk to Sid Dishes, the owner of said establishment. You went in. I think right now, currently, we have Fabia, Noodle, and Skylar are still in with Mr. Dishes. Sid rounded out some of the tail. Yeah, there's definitely these guards have diverted water. It's for some nefarious party. We're not sure who that nefarious party is, right? You've not really talked about the Black Cult of the Dragon with anyone here. We really have only had these 2 conversations. But Sid has offered you the generous, I believe it was 20,000 gold, right? And a draw from his bag of shady goods. to take on these desert guards. And unlike Hammertoe, the gold, you'll get the gold when you return, but you're getting the shady goods in advance of leaving. So it's sort of a bit of a trust fall with conditions. You don't want to mess them over. So you all drew from the bag of shady goods, and you found that shady goods come and go. Karen rolled a dice set. Probably an unbalanced dice. Not the greatest shady good. Not probably worth losing your life over. Fast forward though, and Noodle rolled a sword. What was it about the sword, Noodle, that you rolled?
God, I wish I had my inventory in front of me.
I'm so sorry. I forgot that you don't have that.
Okay,
let me pull it up.
Scimitar, and then.
So she rolled the great sword of sharpness. So when she attacks with her magic sword, she maximizes her weapons damage dice against the target. If you rolled a 20 on that attack roll, that target takes an extra 14 slashing damage, and then you roll another 20 to see if you can hit 20 again. If you hit 20 again, you lop off one of its limbs, and if it has no limbs left, then you lop off a portion of its body. Right?
Nice.
Other weird things. You can speak the sword's command word, which you've got to come up with, Noodle, and cause the blade to shed a bright light in a 10-foot radius and a dim light for an additional 10 feet. Speaking the command word again, or sheathing the sword puts out the light. So basically, it's also a form of light, which is less handy for someone who has dark vision, but pretty handy for someone like, well, I don't know, Bing, who
Have dark vision.
can't see diddly,
I have-
you know. So.
I have Lightbringer, so you know.
Oh, there you go. There you go.
He don't need my standard sword.
So, which is pretty awesome. And then, Favia, I believe you rolled some poison of some sort, or Skylar, you also rolled some under the table poisons, right? Which is pretty awesome. So, like, taint your weapons or whatever you want to do.
And the scimitar.
And then Sid, because you agreed to take on this journey, for a mere 5 extra gold would let you draw from this bag of shady goods one more time. And this time, Karen, first, Skylar, I think Skylar and Karen were the two that did it. Skylar, you picked up a double-bladed scimitar, which seems like kind of a badass weapon, right? Might be handy.
It's not cursed.
It's not cursed. And then Karen, of all coincidences, pulls a berserker great axe. And of course, just like a dice set, there's some goods and some bad with this great axe. Basically, this great axe has a jealous streak, and once you've attuned to it, if you use any other weapon, this axe gets very angry at you, and you roll with disadvantage and a whole bunch of other things. Now, there's a lot of upside, but including, when you attack, you can throw yourself into the midst of a bunch of bad guys, and you go berserk and just like lay waste to them. The flip side is you don't really care who's around you. So if there are no bad guys, you will be attacking your own party because you're berserk and you're not thinking straight. Right? So this, attuning to this weapon, which Karen decided not to attune to during the podcast. There's some pluses and some minuses. Does anyone remember what Bing got?
No.
Oh, I think I can scroll up in the chat. I think it's right there. Double scimitar, great axe, and you can look at these things more. Noodle got some basic poison for her second roll. Noodle got some acid. Oh, Bing, you got a disguise kit.
I got a rock.
Yeah, you kind of
Okay. Yeah, I already had a disguise kit, so.
Yeah, so you now have 2 disguise
Cool.
kits. Feel free to. Yeah, so the shady goods are, they're a
Yeah, that's fine.
curse, right?
Yep.
But it was random. I did think it was funny that Karen got a dice kit and then her second roll got.
Yeah.
All right. You guys then, decided to do a long rest. You're at this place. It's 4 a.m. Right? It's still, dusk. What you've learned is that that you need, if you're going to take, you're undertaking this quest. It's about an hour away, and it's a fortress, and it's become a fortress. The first level's roughly 4 rooms. You've learned. There's some outposts for guards. There's a wall that surrounds this thing. It's sort of in the middle of what should be a basin, but there's been some water problems. In one of those rooms is access to the pump rooms below. So you need to go and restore water. So the idea is you need to get into this fortress, clear it out, or convince whatever your plan is, and then go down into the pump rooms and restore water to the oasis. And upon doing so and returning, you'll be met with a hero's welcome and all of the promised goods. So that's what you know. This is where you are. And I'm going to stop talking now. At this point, you guys need to scheme. I believe the one other thing that you learned was you can enter the fortress either from the east, which is sort of the guard wall through a gate, and sort of a long walkway that takes you to the fortress that's sort of out. Or you could potentially go from the west, which is going through the dried basin itself and coming upon the fortress from that direction. But the risk being, depending on the wind or the sand or whatever else, you might be out in the open. So on one side, you're probably going to meet guards for sure. The other side, there's probably guards facing in all directions. Common sense would tell you. Depends on sort of how you want to approach this. Anything else you want to know, you're going to have to ask vendors. And on that note, it is time for my first poll.
Is that an old-fashioned?
It is. And I made this with a homemade honey-based simple syrup. So I muddled some honey, sliced honey.
Nice.
Pretty good. I can't drink too much tonight, guys, because I have kids going to school tomorrow. So
Yeah,
I think they don't want like a dad slurring like, "I love you guys. I'm so proud of you." That's not good. So
Yeah, they do. They
a nice. No, I used to love when Dad had slurred speech. That was my favorite.
Mine too. He had the best.
Our childhood was magical.
They're like, oh my god.
No, actually, my childhood, I had some pretty amazing childhood, but a lot of horror stories. Anyway, not for YouTube, for sure. Oh, you guys did ask me to pull out your party storage. Your party storage is there. If you want it.
I will trust my group because I can't see anything. So.
Yeah. So really, the question is, so the leader historically has been Mr. Bing, who's here tonight. Yeah. I'm going to give you guys a few minutes to talk with each other, decide what you want to do. It's early morning. The market's starting to sort of, the shopkeepers getting their wares out. There's people milling around. Not as many as that's actually on the screen right now. But for the most part, you need to come up with your plan, what you're going to do. And you could just jet, like you could just not do anything, just leave.
No. I think we gotta figure out this water situation. So, I think we need to get pointed in the right direction, right? Like a little more info, or who might be?
So, Dishes and Hammertoe gave you directions to the Waterworks.
Oh.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll be able to arrive at the Waterworks. The question is and they've let you know that there's probably a good number of guards, but those guards, I think, I'll just remind everybody. Those guards are sort of for hire. These are desert guards, right? These aren't cultists who will live and die. These guys are part of the desert guard and will range from recruits to leaders, right? So I think Hammertoe told you they're soldiers, but they're not necessarily the finest soldiers.
All right.
They're kind of like the reserves.
Mm-hmm.
So, do we know if any of these local guards are affiliated at all with the folks out at the Waterworks?
We haven't asked anything. We went to the one shop because I wanted to get a melee weapon, and that's where we found out about this.
These guys saw merchants, and they're like, "Oh yeah, merchants."
Okay.
He said,
As one does.
Interested, but because it was so expensive, I said, "Well, do you have any, situations you need handled?" And that's where we found out about the Waterworks. So we have not had an opportunity to speak with anyone else but Sid.
I see.
And, marginally to Hammertoe as well. Yeah. And
well,
just
that's
a reminder.
who our was.
And reminding you of the lay of the land to the north, you see the swords. That is, Jimmy Hammertoe's weapons and stuff. Down to the south, you have Sally's Good General Goods. And then next to her, you have Flambeau's Emporium of Magics and stuff. Right, and then like the stuff here. And then you've already talked to Sid Dishes, right?
Yep.
You also have the main. So to the west, that main room is Sid Dishes' main area. He has a back room for shady dealings or whatever else. He also has a room for rent that's currently being rented out. Just to the right of Jimmy Hammertoe is that small building, and that's what you know about the area. Otherwise, everything's an open air vendor. In real life, IRL, if you will, I'm GMing this D&D campaign from my garage, where it is like 100 degrees. So I feel like I'm at this oasis, and in desperate need of you guys returning water to it.
What's it like to have that much hot weather, Tom?
Oh, it's the best. Although I'll take this over Florida, where it was this plus humidity. So we're okay.
Sounds horrible.
I know. It's been like 110 for 7 years out here. So
craziness. All right, so so what are you guys doing?
I guess
yeah, do you want to get more info? Do you want to kind of get more info from maybe that girl? We haven't been to Sally's semi-okay goods or whatever her name is.
Sally's Good General Goods and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
I can go talk to her.
All right, go for it.
Cool.
Head on down.
Let's do it.
All right. Am I there?
Well, hello. How are you?
Good morning.
Welcome to Selling Goods, General Goods. I'm just now opening, so pardon the mess. You'll find some papers and covers on some things, but you just let me know what you want, and I'll give them to you.
Well, hi there. Well, I'm new, and I just got into town, and I could not help but notice on the way in, the lack of water that you had in your disposal on the way in. What's happening with that? Are you into a drought? Are you having a drought?
Oh, hold on a second. I just saw the whisper. You can?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's something we're not supposed to see, I think.
How do you see him?
Moused over.
Yep.
Wait, but could you see through the walls? You can see through the walls?
Yeah. Yep.
No, I just bounced over him.
Yeah,
What am I missing?
Hold on.
I'm excited.
I'm very confused, but can you see into the buildings right now? With the walls? Like,
Yeah.
Vaguely because of there are lights.
I mean, there's lighting, but like I
No,
can
but I
see
mean-
the floor plan, and I see people in there, and yeah.
holy shit. Oh, crap. This was a...
Oh,
Hold on.
We're all looking.
There we
now.
go.
There you go.
So, in V11, one of the things that's like broken is when you update your campaign, it resets all the token vision on each level, and I forgot to go and turn on token vision. So basically, you guys
gotcha.
can see the entire map. And I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that because I don't want that to happen on other maps.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're now in character. I already told you there's someone renting that room. You know who
Right.
it is now because
I
you
don't know
moused
who
over
it
the
is.
character. Noodle doesn't. But all I ask, and again, my expectation was that you guys would at some point go there and explore anyway.
I want to.
Just make it somewhat natural. Like this is like one of those trust falls where we just sort of make it somewhat natural.
Yeah.
And thank you for telling me. That was I really appreciate that.
Sure.
And you used the macro for the first time I think of this game from any.
Yes, it works, and it's nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you can see that. That may be one of the questions that you just at this point naturally want to ask. Like, does anyone like are there rooms for rent or whatever? But, like,
Right.
all right, so Noodle,
Who's in that room?
you're down there. You don't know yet, so you'll have to ask them that in a second. But you're You're at Sally Goods, General Goods and stuff. It's an inviting scene. You have daily essentials, fascinating oddities. The market booth nestled under a sunflower yellow awning. Although I didn't make that match in picture, whatever. It buzzes with the activity of of a desert day. And notice, Mr. Williams, it is desert day and not dessert day, because I had put dessert 1,000 times in this game. We had dessert guards. We had guarding desserts.
I liked it.
I'm such a moron.
I like it better.
Yeah. Anyway, did anyone get the text message I sent where I sent you a picture? I did a image of desert guards with dessert.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, behind the booth, Sally, the petite woman with a friendly smile, navigates through the stall with practiced ease. She assists customers, answers questions, queries, occasionally haggles over prices. Her bright eyes are gleaming, with the joy of doing business. Her infectious warmth adds to the charm of the booth, making it popular among the patrons of the bazaar. So you've already started engaging with Sally, and we'll pick that up. So you asked her a question.
Yeah. I just had noticed your depleting water. Are you in a drought?
Oh, it is. That river ain't what it used to be. And that means less water means less fresh produce. And as you can see, that's sort of what I do, right? I'm quite worried. I think everyone here is feeling that pinch. I mean, look, Amateur over there, he's a smith. He needs water, right? I need water for my goods. Flambeau, to my left here, the mathematic, he uses water for his potions. It's amazing how important water is, and you don't notice that until it's gone. But, all I really know is it has something to do with the desert guards. I can't say that I care much for their doings. They come in here, they're rough and tumble. They expect things for free. I don't know. But then again, it's sort of hard times on all of us, I reckon.
You ever hear him? Oh well, I'm not there. Never mind. Sorry.
Who's not in there?
You talking to me? Just head on over to Sally Goods, General Goods, if you want to have a conversation. I'm more than happy to talk to you.
That boy's
And
killing me.
I believe you can freely move around the market now, everybody. Just only move within your turn. I bet that would be what your GM would tell you.
What's your top seller here? I'm waiting
Oh,
for someone to ask a question.
the melons. Oh, the Oasis melons are the top seller. You have to imagine a place without water. A melon is a rare thing.
Mm-hmm. Tragic. So you don't have any dealings
Are you
with the
interested
guard?
Are you interested in melons? Did I hear you mention melons? You want melons?
I might partake in a melon.
Awesome. Well, I'll pull the wood aside for you when you decide. You were asking about the guards, my friend?
Yeah, so do they harass you specifically or just everybody around because they think they run the place?
Just sort of in general. Let's be frank. They're assholes.
Yeah. Oh. Can't stand an asshole.
They stand out front of this damn place like they're guarding it. But quite honestly, I think they're just snooting around, looking to cause trouble.
Because why would they guard?
No one
this?
messes with Sid, right? We don't really need the guard here. We'd prefer if they weren't around.
Oh, nobody messes with Sid. Sid's a good guy then. He kind of takes care of things here.
Oh, he's well traveled in Weatherbourne, and I don't know if you've noticed this, but his eyes. Oh my God, his eyes.
Yes, he has very handsome eyes. I did notice that myself.
He does, and even though I'm probably 800 years old, it seems. He still wets my whistle.
Well, that's good. I'm glad. So, are the guards outside? Are they part of the same group?
You mean the group that's sort of
That's-
taking our Waterworks hostage?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you for sure, but I can tell you this: the water dried up, and suddenly these guards are out front.
Okay. Do we know who's paying them?
I have no idea why any of this is happening. I can tell you
All right.
that this water fed this oasis. It feeds the surrounding communities, and we're all in a world of hurt. I don't begin to even know where the water is going or why they would do such a thing.
Do we have a place where we can go talk?
Are you asking Sally? Or are you asking each other?
I'm talking. I ask this of Noodle.
Oh, if you'd like, I don't. We haven't we haven't secured any place yet.
Yeah,
Oh.
you guys just crashed on the pillows in Sid's Oasis earlier. He does have a back room,
Nice.
and you guys know that he has a back room if you want to use his back room. He would, I'm sure, welcome it.
Well, I think we should go and have a conversation there because since he is the one that's sort of guiding towards where we're going, I think that would be the safest bet to be like away from prying ears.
So head into this door, and then head north and through that next door, and you guys can chat.
So we're all in here.
Now, Sweetie Pie, I see you walking away, but I got that melon for you when you're ready. You just let me know, bro.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate that.
Tom, do I have control of my character?
I hope so. Do you not?
Because I'm having a hard time moving her.
Is she stuck on a wall, maybe? You and Skylar run into each other. I'm gonna move you guys in. Alright, so let me see if you have ownership. You should. But
I just have, I still have Fabia ownership too. I don't know if that matters.
It just makes things complicated. So I'll just say default for you and owner for. You should, yeah. So you're good to go. Now try it, moving her around.
It's better, yeah.
So Noodle's gonna pull over to the side. She's gonna this is definitely a little storeroom. As a matter of fact, this may not surprise you to find out. But do the chat. And
It's what?
Oh.
There you go.
Ooh.
Yeah.
This is
a
I
cozy room.
I've got to get over this desire or this like OCD where I have to create an image for every goddamn scene because it's too much. Like we've moved from theater of the mind earlier, like 2 years ago, to like everything gets an image, right, and a narrative. So anyway, you're in the back room, right?
We do appreciate it, though.
I will say,
No, I love it.
To hear that, behind the door on the north wall of the main room, Sid Dish's back room unfurls into an intimate yet organized chaos. There's an appealing disorder of the space, filled with a diverse collection of items and records, reflecting the rich variety of his dealings. The air smells of ink, dust, and the occasional whiff of exotic spices, evoking a busy, vibrant atmosphere of the marketplace outside. Despite the apparent clutter, there's a sense of order in it all. An underlying system understood by its owner, a tangible manifestation of Sid Dish's complex, adventurous life.
So, guys, should we move everything 4 inches to the left just to fuck with him?
Totally.
So, honest question: Did you guys want me to take off my headphones while you chat?
No.
Okay.
No.
I didn't know if you're going to steam and stuff. Yeah.
So I don't know, guys. What do you think? How stealthy do we want to do this, or do we want to go in guns blazing? Go ahead. Well, I was thinking a couple of us could act down on their Luxel swords and try to become part of the guard. But I don't know. That may not be necessary. I mean, we could just break in.
Yeah, I don't get the vibe that anybody's too it's not like the people we've been after all along where they're kind of feared. It just seems like they're more of an annoyance and they would like their water back. So I don't think that I'm not worried about, dispatching them. I don't know what else lies within the Waterworks, but as far as that, I'm not really worried about it. So I don't know. I mean, I do like the idea of infiltrating.
But we may not need to. I guess that's my. So I don't know what is the rest of the party's feeling about that.
I you know what my feeling is.
Which is?
I just want a Kool-Aid man through the
Yeah.
wall. And
Yeah, you do.
As one does.
Kill.
I'm gonna bash the water back on. Yeah.
I definitely think we're gonna have to go in and do some fighting. The question is just how prepared do we want to be before we do it?
Yeah.
I vote ill
Alicia-
prepared.
I whispered
Yes!
something to you, Alicia, just so you know. In the chat.
Sorry, Thomas.
I was reminding people that sometimes I whisper things to them in the chat. So,
Well, you can't whisper anything to me. You'll have to actually text me.
yeah, I'll have to actually text you.
Count on this one.
I just realized that I didn't move Nick in with you guys, so let's move Nick in. There you go. He's there.
Yeah.
I was about to say, somebody needs to roleplay Nick's cockamamie plan.
Yes.
Well, that's what I whispered to Alicia.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Alicia, what's the cockamamie plan?
I told her what I thought Nick might do. And you don't have to share it. It was just an idea.
He thinks maybe we should attack the guards right outside and use their outfits.
That's good. But those are the bad guards, I'm assuming?
You don't know.
And we do have a thing of disguise.
And just to be fair, the reason I whispered that to Alicia is because I feel like Nick has suggested like disguises like 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Yes, he does.
And this would track with what he was saying. It's hard
100%.
to sort of be the GM because I hadn't considered this as a thing until you guys started talking about it. So, anyway, I'm doing my best.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do you think? We should like just beat up the guards, find out their names at least.
Yeah, let's not kill them right off. Get some info off of them.
Yeah. See if we can figure out who pays them, and then go to the Waterworks, or no? What do you think?
I say let's get some info off of them. Yeah. They may even have a better way in.
Yeah.
All right.
I do love when you guys think of something I hadn't considered. so yay.
Do you though?
As long as I get to wear one of the disguises.
Okay.
So you do remember from memory that outside there are 5 guards. You saw 2 that looked like, or maybe 3 that looked like normal guards, and 2 were probably archers. So there's a total of 5. So sort of 3 sort of melee guards and 2 archers is what it looks like. And according to Sally, they're assholes.
That's what she say.
Yeah. She no like you.
So
So do we like see any like? Should we kind of like see if we can find out how they're dispersed? See if there are any like stragglers out at the edge.
Yeah. Yes.
should we draw them out to us?
Like, yeah, where do we want to be? Do we want to be out in the wilderness, or?
Well, you know what? So you guys had a conversation with Sid, right? And Bing, you weren't here, so I'm going to courtesy throw some stuff in the chat. That just sort of I see a typo. But just to remind you guys of what you already know, just see so it's there. So there's that, and then you'll all remember his eyes staring into your soul.
So Sid?
Yeah, that's Sid.
He's hot.
He's a pure. Oh, you've not seen Sid, have you?
Well,
why don't we just go back to?
Oh Lord.
Because you got to see Mr. Sid. He is dreamy, so Show players the image.
Ooh. Hey, girl. Sorry I diverted your water.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's like he's so engaging that you completely lose sight of the fact that there's a creepy ass person over his shoulder, like staring into your soul.
No, we saw that last time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You guys did make sense. Yeah.
A photo bomb.
It really
Yeah.
is.
So like let's just to remind, because it was a week ago and not everybody was here. So like, yeah. So as he mentioned, like the Desert Guards, they're an increasingly powerful faction in the Badlands. They've put forth an argument that the water, the essential sustenance of the desolate landscape, should be a strategic resource controlled and distributed by them. So and they're basically saying that the military should control this, right? They argue that the current setup where the water from the Shadow Sea freely flows into the riverbeds and feeds the vibrant oasis has led to an imbalance in the region, whatever that is, right? And they believe that unchecked, the prosperity at Seditious Quick Oasis, made possible by this diverted water, threatens the unity and harmony of the wider region. So they're basically saying the disproportionate water that Sid's getting is doing harm to the region, which you have learned is sort of bullshit. They claim it should be more equitably distributed to other parts of the Badlands, which are left to struggle. To enforce this new water policy, they have started diverting water from the oasis by seizing control of the Waterworks. But it doesn't seem to be as straightforward. As Sid says, the promise to redirect water to the local population, it appears, is a smokescreen. Observations and rumors suggest that the diverted water is not being sent to the parched settlements in the Badlands, but to a mysterious special interest group. Their true intentions are cloaked in secrecy, right? Now, of course, you're all probably thinking, Black Cult of the Dragon, but like, there's a lot of other factions that possibly could be, right? Now, the sudden change has caused tension to ripple through the oasis, right? And his plea for help to you was that, Seditious, the charismatic and savvy overseer of the oasis, calls your party aside. The usual twinkle in his eye replaced with a hardened glint. He sighs heavily, sweeping, an arm across the bustling oasis. You see this place, this oasis. He begins, his voice carries the weight of responsibility. This isn't just a business to me, it's a symbol of hope and survival amidst these punishing Badlands. People rely on this, not just for goods, but for life, but for water, right? So, pats a crate, and he says, the Desert Guard, they're threatening this lifeline. They claim it's for the good of the local people, but I tell you, it's a bloody lie. They're redirecting our water to a special interest group for reasons only known to them. And he sort of gazes into your eyes and desperately pleads, and then all sorts of shenanigans happen. You draw from, goods, you get dice sets, you get great axes, all sorts of crap. And here you find yourself. So I just wanted to sort of remind you that this is what you already know. Sorry, that was a commercial break.
I like it. So, what do you guys want to do next? Do you want to implement the disguise plan?
Yeah, I mean, I think if Indiana Jones is any guide, we're supposed to go like grab the guards, bonk their heads together, and then take their uniforms.
So intuitively, Karen, just this is an oasis. You've already learned, you're a barbarian, right? Yeah, barbarian. Yep, barbarian 6. Yeah. So human nature, like these guys are used to sort of like being sort of the badasses of this little oasis, intimidating people, whatever else. They're probably not going to expect anyone to attack them. Like they're the intimidators, not the intimidatees, right? So that as a barbarian, and your blood just sort of like tingles with the idea of just like fucking some people up, to be frank. And I do look forward to your the customizations to your character that you want to do. I cannot wait to see what you come up with.
All right, where are these guards at?
They're right outside the gate. You passed them on the way in. You saw 2 to the north and 3 to the south. You saw no guards on the bridge. You can remember you guys came across that wooden bridge to the south. You saw no guard there. So you're pretty convinced that the only desert guards in the area are those 5, right? Within a shout, within eyesight of us.
Cool. Shall we?
Yes.
Yep.
Well,
all right.
You're welcome to shell you away.
Don't mind.
So are we just gonna go outside the gate and just smack them around?
So why don't you guys move to where you want to be? Just position yourself, and then I'll let you know once you get there. Like, don't go up to the guard yet, unless that's what you're planning on doing, and then we'll play that out. but just like maybe go through the gate, position yourself however you want to be. And then I'm gonna want to know. Oops, I'm sorry. I accidentally took you to the wrong place. Hopefully, no one saw anything.
Nobody.
Yep.
It's nothing.
I was trying to hit configure to turn back on token vision while you guys were chatting. That did not work out again. I have bungled it all. There we go.
You're killing it. I got a
Where
map loading
should
right
I
now.
be placed? Because I can't really see the map.
I'll place you right in the middle, like just right outside the door, sort of like
Okay.
cattywampus. And then let me scroll over, Noodle, so you can see. So you see up here in the video is the 2 to the north, and then there's 3 to the south.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull Nick over there as well.
Hey, just be able to click on my character and drag it, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
look at make sure that you have the token icon selected, and then the little box with 4 corners. More often than not, when people can't move their character, that's what the problem is.
It's the guy, like, it's the 2 upper left-hand boxes,
Yeah.
right? The top
Yeah,
2?
Yeah,
Yes.
the torso and then the other one. Yeah, and you can't click your character.
I'm like double clicking them again, but yeah, I can't move it.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Let me check your character. Make sure you have ownership. You should, by the way. Uno momento. I need to move that out of the way. And I hit right click over your name, and I hit user configuration. I see which character you own. You own Fabia, and I hit save. Yeah, you own the character. You have ownership of the token. You were able to move yourself in, right?
Yeah, I don't know what's happening.
I know what's happening. You're stuck on the door, and when you're clicking yourself, you're closing your door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did that a couple times.
Yeah, so move through the door.
Okay.
And you can't move through a wall, so think of it like real life. You're gonna have to do a series of moves.
I think that's what I tried to do, and I ended
look
up
at- yeah.
at the door.
There you go. There you
I
go.
don't know where. Is that the outside?
Yep, you're outside now. And
No,
now
I
you're
mean-
heading out. You're gonna probably run into the wall. How about
Says
this?
token
Check this out.
collide.
Here we go.
Okay. Thank you.
Are you there now?
Not all the way. It says
Okay.
token collide.
Okay, stop. Let me move you outside. Just as fast track this. There, now you're outside.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yeah.
You guys may not know this, but I have probably 2,000 words of context for any questions you guys might ask anybody at this point. So listen.
Wait.
You're a machine, Thomas. I
I'm
love
trying.
it.
No, I mean, look, I use a lot of AI tools, but like, I'm still the influencer, right? It is interesting. It's kind of one of the things where I really want to share with you guys, like what it takes to do this, but I can't because then you would know all of the secrets. Like, did any of you expect this side quest? No.
No, I was very excited.
No.
Yeah, that's
Honestly-
pretty awesome, actually. I like
Yeah,
this.
this was my son's idea, by the way.
Nice.
Really?
Well,
Hmm?
well
Every
because
weekend, he and I go to
honestly,
breakfast, and he gives me ideas for the game.
Awesome.
I was just wanting a sword.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, here we are.
Well, GMs have a way of making you do things that you don't want to do, even when you don't want to do them. Except I never could get you guys to go attack Wyvern Tor, right? For the dragons, I could never. You guys were like so against that.
Scared us.
Yep. Nope. No thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
scared
right.
us.
So you guys are outside. You know, so I asked that you move outside. I'll let you do one more move to position yourself however you want to do it, and then we're gonna just react the way things react. So like, if you walk up on someone, they're gonna like talk to you.
So should I go distract one of these groups with like a dice game or something like that?
Ooh, we know
Meaning-
who's got dice.
I've also got. I think I've got. Well, yeah, I've got all that stuff. So
Karen's
Yeah, if
going
you
like,
wanna-
man, I wish I'd have taken that dice set.
yeah, I've got a dice set too. So woohoo!
How many disguises do we need a disguise for everybody?
Well, I mean, Bing has got a couple of disguise kits anyways.
I've got 2.
Yeah.
I thought
think
we
I
were
have
just gonna
clothes.
take the disguises off these guards.
Yeah, look,
Right.
Karen,
Yeah,
if you
let's
want to
just-
Kool-Aid man this, like, you have to just play your character the way you want to play it. Like, I don't like when she walks outside. You may have a plan, but yeah,
Don't
play your
make me break
berserker
up the
the way you want.
bagpipes, guys.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my God.
I'm about.
Or I could go silence the two. Like I could go silence those
code.
two guys. You go mess them up while somebody else distracts
God.
the other three.
You guys, I want Skylar to pull out the bagpipes. I thought that was the best plan.
It'll be a great distraction. It's gonna be the best.
We paid 30 gold for bagpipes.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
That's value. It'll pay for itself.
Okay.
Alright,
So I.
State your plan.
So I'm just gonna tell Skylar go.
How about I kill the two up here and you guys can do whatever you want?
Yeah. Go
heard
distract
kill
them.
them.
I'm gonna silence it so they don't hear him clobbering them.
Nice.
And then Skylar just go like talk to the guards. Go distract those.
Karen, you approach them with sort of that barbarian whatever, and like you're now in combat. That was your plan,
Okay.
right?
I'm casting a spell.
Yeah, you guys get first. Like you get to all do a thing, because these guys are just being like.
Skylar, no, deal with
Yeah.
the distract the three guards down south.
Oh, sorry, I went the wrong way. Hey guys, check out these sweet bagpipes.
So just,
Yes,
so
I like that.
I'm only going to tell you once, but like, you're distracting them so that they're facing.
Yeah, we
No,
should have them
just-
look away.
I'm not normally going to give you that, but like, yeah, you might want to get behind them if you're trying to distract them.
Do you want me to
All right,
In
Skylar, hold on.
Wild
Here's what we're going to do.
Nick would also probably take part in this distraction stuff.
Oh,
I think.
100%.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so Nick.
And he may be even playing the bagpipes.
All right, so Nick is over there. Noodle, what did you want to do? And Fabia.
I think I may just kind of stay in the middle and see where somebody needs help.
Okay,
Yeah, because I feel like there's going to be enough people there right now.
that makes total sense. What about Noodle? You gonna stay in the middle too?
Yeah, we're just having like a little.
We're just
All right.
gonna talk.
Yeah.
All right, so we're doing a contested roll. Why did it not choose everybody that I selected? Hold on. All of these guys, and then I say contested roll. Oh,
Oh.
it has to be each person. Crap. All right, so Skylar, you're gonna do a contested roll against each person.
Okay.
For
Where
your
do I do
bagpipes.
that?
I'll do it for you. And it's going to
Right.
be a public roll, and it's going to be deception.
Are you gonna bring it up, or you want me to do a deception?
No,
to
I'm
my
doing it right
character
now
sheet?
for you. So it should appear in the chat window.
Yeah, I see it.
So you've won against that person. Let's do the next person. See if they're all distracted.
That's a
anyone
terrible
who's-
bagpipe sound.
And anyone who's not distracted, then I will have Nick roll against to see if he can distract. Is that fair?
Thomas, I really think I should get an advantage for playing the bagpipes.
No. But I am having them roll with disadvantage for you playing the bagpipes. I don't know if you noticed that.
That's beautiful.
How you gonna do it?
So if
Do
you
I
notice,
need to
I'm
do
rolling 2 dice, and they're taking the lower of the 2. So you have to beat a 2. Can you beat a 2, Mr. Skylar?
I'm rolling.
Tied.
my
Oh,
God,
yay.
Barely. All right, the last one is the deception. These
Luckily,
guys.
you were +1 bagpipes.
I paid 30 gold, man. I'm just waiting for the roll to show up. Oh, there it is.
And this guy rolled a 2. Jesus,
2.
he's horrible. Yeah, so all of these guys are like aim towards you. Oops. Aim towards you. Let me aim you towards them. And they sort of come your way. They're like, what
Awesome.
the hell is that weird whatever? Now, I will say that your distance is about 60 feet. There's no world where they will not hear Karen attack.
Oh, I know. That's why I'm casting a spell.
All right, so
Did you
then...
guys hear that?
Yeah, I did. Did you do did I hear a bagpipe? So these guys are hearing bagpipes, and it's really weird. So Bing... So first off, Noodle and because I'm going in order of who's where, Noodle and Fabia, you see Skylar down there whip out these bagpipes, and you're like, seriously, what the fuck? Right? Like, he's not played bagpipes in 3 years, and he can't play bagpipes now, right? But it's like enough weirdness that these guys are interested, and they're somewhat distracted. Now, do Noodle and Fabia do anything in this moment? You move closer north or south, or are you hanging tight?
Okay, I'm hanging tight.
Yeah, hanging tight. We're here. I want to watch everything.
All right, Bing, we're moving our way up. It's now your turn to do your thing, and then you're going to be in combat. Are you going to move into the combat area, Bing, or are you going to be out of combat?
I'm out of combat. Well,
Okay.
I'm in range to cast spells and things.
Yeah, I think I will say that all of you, because of ranged weapons, there's an archer, are within... I'm going to have you all be in combat.
Yeah, because I could always whip out my spoons too.
So the 3 of you go into combat as well. So roll your initiatives. I'll roll for Noodle.
I appreciate that.
To roll.
And you're not rolling Skylar because you're down south.
Yeah, I'm gonna get some ice then for my other boost.
How do I cancel a spell click?
Escape, maybe? And if not, I can remove the template and give you back your spell slot.
Oh, well, I'll just reload.
Is there a quick way to do initiative?
Look in your chat window. Oh, also, if your combat tracker hasn't popped up yet, you can right-click over the cross swords in the upper right-hand corner, and it'll open up for you.
Oh,
The more
okay.
you know. Matter of fact, I don't know if you know this,
There
but
it
you can open up any window by right-clicking it. Right.
That's pretty cool, actually.
Yeah. And if you have multiple monitors, you can pop things out into their own windows and put them on other monitors. I also don't know if you knew that. There's so many things you can do.
I do not have multiple monitors.
This ain't no fantasy grounds, you guys.
That's cool.
I regret so many things in life, but moving to Foundry is not one of them.
It's not one of them.
Awesome.
Not at all.
That's good.
You guys
I'm glad.
deserve an award for how easy it is to do shit. So okay, Bing, you get your free action,
Okay.
and then Karen, I'm going to give you opportunity attack. You're gonna go do an extra attack. Because in my mind, what I think you're doing is just like running up and just like beating the shit out of him, like immediately. And it looks like you've chosen the archer, which is probably a good choice.
Yeah.
I'm casting silence.
Oh my god, I did not expect you to cast it there. I thought that, which makes more sense. Always keeping me guessing. Look at that, you have silence. I didn't even know that we had an animation for that. That's kind of cool.
That's cool.
Did you think he was going to do it to offset the bagpipes?
I did, but I'm like, why is he gonna silence the bagpipes? That's gonna be so, I'm so dumb. Well, I couldn't figure out why you moved north. I'm like, okay.
Our theater of the absurd.
All right. So suddenly, like everyone within your, it's like complete silence, which means that I'll give you guys 2 things. One, Karen, you get to do a full-on attack on the person in front of you, and Bing, if you so choose. The guy in front of you you can choose one of the 2 targets. They're confused if you want to go do a melee.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I will.
All right, so Karen, you're first.
All right. Hang on, let me find my business. Oops.
Did someone cast a cone of silence?
Yeah. Yes. Mark did. He cast a cone of silence around the entire group.
Dang.
Got some bad news for you, man. You need to roll from the fumble table.
Good start.
Uh,
All right.
So yeah, so this Adden, the Desert Guard archer, sees this sees this barbarian like just come like running towards him. The entire world goes silent, and then suddenly nothing happens. So that fumble was just too much for you. As a bonus action, you pull out a mug of ale. You take several big pulls. You're intoxicated for 1d4. So that's just going to mean I need you to roll with disadvantage for 1d4. So roll a 1d4 and see how long that happens. First roll of the game. First roll of 2 games, and it's a fumble. You know, honestly, that's the best case scenario. So for the first round, you're gonna have to roll with disadvantage because you're intoxicated.
Right. Cool.
Mr. Bing, if you want to take your turn, if you want to do your first action, go for it.
Can I melee without losing concentration?
Yep, you sure can. We'd established that the only way you'll lose concentration is if you're hit.
Okay. So I'm gonna kind of go to the sides, or maybe even back here. And take so I can give Favia some room to be arrow if she so chooses. I can't see what direction I'm pointing.
I'll do it. So
okay.
Your best
anyway,
is your arrows. Well, it matters for flanking. So if you want to aim at him, then it's that.
Okay, I do. So I'm just going to target this guy, and I am going to bring Lightbringer down on his head.
Loving it.
Can I just attack?
Yep, you can target him and attack.
Really? 14? Okay.
Yep, you missed.
All right.
14.
Sad.
So that was your
bonus.
Oh shit, we're attacking bonus stuff, right?
Yep.
So now we hit begin combat.
Okay.
So Fabia, you're in combat. Noodle's in combat. Skylar and Nick, you're not in combat. You're distracting them. So every 2 rounds, I'm going to have you guys see if they stay distracted if you need to. And if at any point you're like, the hell with this, and want to run north, like, that's on you. But I'm just saying, like, every 2 rounds, there's going to be another distraction check. All right?
So I'm probably going to step into also the Cone of Silence. So in case I mess up, they don't hear me when I'm going to shoot arrows at them.
I hadn't considered that. That's very bright. You are now deafened. The world around you goes silent, and you'll never get used to this, no matter how much Bing uses it.
So I will go for that guy first. Why is it disadvantage?
I don't think you just roll with normal. You shouldn't be disadvantaged.
Okay. That's what highlighted. That's why I asked.
It might be the silence
That's
thing.
terrible.
Yeah, so that's not a good thing.
Well, I get 2.
You get 2 attacks, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We have to select them each time, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
it deselects the target after you do
If you
something.
want, I can turn that off if you want, but that was it's to stop inadvertent targeting. So
I can see, like, it's like kind of annoying sometimes, but also kind of annoying if it doesn't work that way. So
Yeah.
what
Let's
was
try it
happening-
like this.
Yeah, what was happening with the other group was like they were inadvertently shooting things that they had targeted the last round.
Mm.
Yeah.
It's shift and I have to hit the button again.
Yeah.
It should,
Like all of it again.
yeah, it should
Sorry.
it'd be nice if there was a thing where it could just clear your target at the end of your turn.
I can look into that. I'll make a note of it.
Okay.
And you roll a 5. Yeah, so your 15 does not hit. So you're learning a little bit. This is actually kind of good practice, you're thinking, Fabia, because you're getting a feel that an AC of 15, like a hit of 15 is not enough. So they at least have AC of 16 or higher. And you're going to want to know this for when you take on the larger group of them.
So are they 5 feet apart? Can I use that Horde Breaker thing? That's what that feat is.
Yeah, no.
If I attack the other one.
Unfortunately, they're about 10 feet apart.
Okay.
Ah. So, Bing, you missed completely, right? So he saw you swing around.
Yeah.
So he's going to attack
I
you.
think he would probably try to attack me, yeah.
Yeah. And from
It'd be cool if you missed so badly they didn't even know you were there.
So he spins around.
Oh, Jesus.
Hits you with a 17 with his spear.
Alright, so my concentration goes...
So we'll do your saving throw to see if it's broken. It should be in the chat. It should be in the actual chat window, yeah. Oh, you're fine. Your concentration stays intact.
Alright.
You have steel.
And that ends the turn. Like, these aren't multi-attack. These are just, these are just guards. So, like,
it will be your
nothing
turn
overly
next.
spectacular. Targets Kieran. Too close. Could shoot you with his short sword or with his longbow with disadvantage, but decides instead. No, he'd have to switch weapons. So he's going to have to try to hit you with his longbow with disadvantage. And that does not work out well for him. And he also does not have multi-attack, so it ends his turn.
Let's go Noodle.
So the two of you, Bing and Kieran, like, these guards are kind of like, their eyes are like, what the hell? Right? But they can't have a conversation with you because it's completely silent. Like, they're super confused. Noodle, you are up. You can run to the north and, like, beat the shit out of people, or...
I'd like to. I have a new sword.
So let's see how close you can get. Oh, no. You can get all the way to just below Kieran. You're now deafened.
Ooh.
I can't reach them with my new weapon. So, and where did we land on the spoons?
You can cast a spoon. Do you want the spoon?
Yeah.
Can you cast it if you're silenced?
Oh, I'm glad you said that because I hadn't thought of that.
Yeah.
I think I have to say something, right?
Yeah.
You gotta see.
You can look at your spell. What's the spell?
Let me look at it. It's
Is it spiritual weapon?
it is.
Yeah.
Is it-
I put a backstory on why I used a spoon too. Just saying.
I'm looking for it. I have to read that. All right. So it says you create a weapon that lasts for a duration. So you cast when you cast a spell, you can make a melee attack. Blah blah blah. It doesn't say that you have to say anything. It just says.
What are the components? Does it say like VSC or anything like that?
Oh, VS. Is that voice?
Yeah, V is vocal, yeah.
Poopy doops.
You can't say anything, but if you want, for your action, you're welcome to dash. But that would be your action. If you want to either run in farther or run out of the circle. It's up to you.
I want to stay where I am. I'm going to get closer next. I got to use that sword.
All right.
I'm done.
Your turn ends. This brings us to Bing. All official.
Yeah, and like I can't cast any spell right now. So, guess what? If first you don't succeed, bring your Lightbringer down upon his head again.
Where'd you get Lightbringer? Was that from
It's your turn.
Yeah. Shitballs.
14.
That's not good. That's not good enough.
Close but no
It's
cigar.
your turn.
Do you want to? By the way, Mark, do you want to keep distracting them down here, or I guess it's really a.
I can't tell you right now. I'm in.
He's silenced. He can't communicate. You
I'm
can see what's
silenced
going
and
on.
you can see what's going on. It's kind of
Yeah.
up to your discretion.
Yeah. So you're
Well,
seeing all this happening,
ask-
Skylar.
Yeah. I can ask Nick though, right?
Yeah, you can ask Nick. So at the end of this round, I'm going to ask you guys down south what you want to do.
Okay.
If you want to keep distracting them, or if you want to change your plan. But right now, we've got Karen is up.
You gotta kill these guys.
So Karen moved, getting a little back-to-back action, like an action movie with Bing, or with the with Rashi, the guard.
It is your turn.
God damn. What is going on?
Well, you're drunk.
That is true.
You
True.
I don't usually comment, but like your guys' rolls tonight have been horrible.
Yeah.
Very close,
True
but horrible.
story.
Yeah.
This is a good reminder that like our attack plans can go horribly wrong sometimes.
A good
Yeah.
strategy with bad execution.
We'll adjust.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah.
It's more like it, yeah. So, Karen, you have your +1 great axe, which it sounds like you need to get repaired at some point.
It's your
Whatever
turn.
breaks.
Yeah, I don't know where that low quality, poorly made stuff came from. It's kind of
Insulting. Yeah.
So because you took away with one hit half of this character's health, we rolled some damage. So what's happened here is that you've severed an appendage, the right pinky toe. It is now missing.
Oh, it's not missing. It's in my pocket.
Yeah, so you've got to
Yeah.
add a pinky toe to your thing. Yeah. So yeah, it's now lost the pinky toe, but I think that also did some additional damage to it. So there, you're welcome.
Nice.
It is your turn. It's your turn.
Let's go, Favia.
Well, hold on one second.
Oh, we
Next.
need
Roll
to
initiative.
re-roll, right?
And before we commit to this, I'm gonna look to the party to the south and be like, okay, Nick and Skylar, you see what's happening up north, right?
It will
You
be
see
your
some
turn.
blood
Be your
burst
turn
into the
next.
silence, right? You see a couple of misses, but a couple of connections. It looks like they have some things under, kind of under control, but you can't really tell for sure.
Yeah.
I'll let you do a visual, like, what the hell with Bing if you want. Like, you can do that. You guys have eye contact. Karen as well. Favia and Noodle, you're aiming north, so you don't see it. So anything you want to do with a quick gesture, go for it.
So you're basically hold. So I'm gonna keep distracting them because I'm gonna try to distract them again. I think. But after this, I'm gonna kill them.
So this round, you don't have to distract. You automatically or have them distracted. The next round, you'll have to distract them.
Okay,
That was
let's
the
go one more round fighting them.
All right, so Noodle's rolling, and then we're going to go ahead
It will
and
be
begin the
your
round.
turn. Nick, ready. Your turn comes.
And
It
up
is your
first,
turn. It is your turn.
Favia.
Okay. Let's do it.
All right. Try to sink an arrow again. Maybe.
There we
Solid.
go.
This time you connect solidly.
It is your turn.
I'll do it
Rolling
again.
injury, you did more than half, so this poor bastard has a punctured arm. The attack sinks into the meat of your arm. It's probably not serious, but the pain makes you treat your arm gingerly. You no longer get one free object or interaction per turn. This effect lasts 5 turns. So how I've been dealing with this is, like, they've got some damage, but he's going to roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
And you get a second attack, I believe.
Yep.
I haven't decided if I like this injury thing or not. I'm still playing. I'm still deciding. Another hit.
It
So
is
you know
your
a
turn.
16. So you know a 16
It's
hits
your
now
turn.
on these guards.
And
Oh,
he's
yeah.
gone.
He's dead. For some reason, it turned you into loot. I thought I fixed it. I guess I did not. Did that happen with you guys last time too? Where I kept turning you into loot?
Yeah, I think that's been happening lately.
Yeah, so I gotta fix that. So let me turn her out of loot, because she's not loot. You're not loot. There you go.
It's your
Um,
turn.
There you go. That ends your turn. You took your second attack, right? So now it's Bing's turn.
Yep.
So actually, I think I am for this, the way that this targeting stuff works. I'm liking the fact that you kind of do it every round. It seems to work for me. So just saying.
I think it's more realistic, honestly.
It is your turn.
Unfortunately, you roll a 15, and what you learned from Fabia is that you need a 16 to hit.
Yep.
But who are you hitting? Roshi's dead.
Oh, I thought. Oh. Well then.
Yeah. You have all of your movement left, but that was your action, I have to say. So you guys see Bing is silent. Maybe he's confused. You see him just blast into the body of Roshi, and bits and pieces of Roshi sort of splash up. Almost to the point where it's seems cruel.
It is your turn.
All right, Noodle.
Okay.
You want to move forward and attack?
Yeah, please.
Noodle moves catty corner, aims towards her target. Targets her target. He's already half dead. And what do you want to do to this target, Noodle?
Use my new weapon.
So your new weapon is
My
the
sword.
great sword of sharpness, right?
Yeah.
All right, so she
In
pulls
Japan.
out this brand new sword. It's almost annoyingly new, right? It glistens. There's no marks on it. It's beautiful. So she attacks with it.
It's your turn.
Oh, for God's sakes.
And your first hit's a miss.
Not used to it, guys. Not used to it.
And do you have multi-attack? I don't recall. I don't
With
think
that,
so. No, I think
you
you're
have
good.
to
I think that's
hit
it.
in order.
Yeah, not as a cleric.
Yeah, you're good. So that's
It will
the
be
end of
your
that.
turn next. It is your
That's
turn.
it.
All right, Kieran, you're up.
All right.
So which way is this guy facing, by the way?
Right now, he's facing away from Kieran
Ah.
towards Noodle.
Yes.
It's your turn.
Well,
Solid hit.
Bom bom.
Even your low hits are solid.
It is your turn. It is your turn.
Don't.
help, I'm loot.
She always does. Okay, sorry guys, I was distracted by my daughter wearing makeup.
Oh.
All right, so while I was looking away, it looks like the Desert Archer Adden has been laid to waste.
And Karen dropped
Karen
loose.
you turned. Why do you keep dropping your loot, you guys? What the hell's up with that?
I'm doing like a Metal Gear Solid thing where I'm disguised as a loot bag.
Oh my god, I haven't played that forever. Awesome.
You killed
Do you have any
everybody
more?
now.
Do you have all your movement left, Karen?
Come down and kill some guys while I distract
Yeah.
them.
I want to go hear the bagpipes.
So, Karen, as soon as you step out of the silence, the ring of silence, you hear the most horrifying bagpipe sounds.
Fine.
Just you
good.
almost want to kill Skylar, right? Because this is an
Ready.
abomination
Your
against your
turn
ears.
comes.
Wait. That's not fair role playing. I need to roll some dice to understand if I'm proficient in the bagpipe space.
I don't know that you are, but we can do that later. Question: is the goal to continue this combat? If so, I'm gonna roll this combat into the next. I'm gonna put everyone in combat.
Well, should we put the cone of silence over the bagpipes now?
I don't know that it can be moved.
Yeah, you can't move
Okay.
it. You'd have to cast it again. But the bottom line is you've got a barbarian that's
He's
sun
running.
to the south. Right?
Yeah.
So, to me, preemptively, I'm putting the rest of the group in combat, unless you guys tell me that you're choosing some other thing.
No, we'll keep fighting.
Alright, so then we're resetting initiative, and everyone roll. I will roll for Noodle.
Thanks.
So, why does it say I'm rolling with advantage? Like, I'm fine with that. But...
No, but because part of your character is you always roll initiative with advantage.
Okay.
Yeah, that's in your it's one of your features. That's what I was saying. Like, you have all these really amazing things that like I didn't know you had. Like, all of you do. Like, all of you have this stuff. I'm like, wow, I didn't know they could do that. I mean, to be fair,
I need to look.
Like, I think the last round was not indicative of like how badass you guys can truly be, right? But it is what it is. So we are now here. I'm gonna roll for Nick. Skylar, you've not rolled your initiative.
You are next.
I didn't see it in the chat bubble.
It's in the combat tracker.
Combat tracker.
Oh yeah. Oh sorry. Sorry, I was looking in the wrong place.
You are next.
All right, and then we hit next round. So he's not a thing.
It will be your turn next.
All
His assistant's still distracted, right?
So
Yeah.
here's the thing. This is the round where, if you want them to remain distracted with Skylar's bagpipes, we need to roll one more time. Keep them distracted while you guys blunder down here, right? So, is that the plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's do it. Here we go. This is Deception. Quest. Oh, so this guy's not distracted.
Oh.
So this guy's like, what the? And he spins around. But we're still going to roll for the others.
Okay.
And I gotta roll this guy and that guy and contested roll. Deception.
That's a good roll.
I'm just doing both right now just to get ahead of it, and I'll roll.
Oh yeah, one.
Last guy.
So
Gets a-
one note.
Oh, very close. Yeah, so one knows. All right, so with that, he's gonna be like audibly like, "What the?" Right? So what I'll give you is the party to the south. You can have one action. The party to the north, you can have all of your movement and one action.
All right.
So go ahead and whatever moves you're gonna make, go ahead and make your moves. So Karen, if that's, we'll go with Karen first. Like, move to where you want to move. And if you can take an action, take it. And then we'll do everyone else to the north, and then we'll do the guys to the south. Oh, I need to put you into free move, but only when I tell you. So Karen, you move first.
Sprint, baby. Oh,
Keep in mind your ranged attacker friends.
Which one is the one that's not distracted anymore?
The one at the top.
The archer.
Okay.
Oh, you're gonna sneak up on the guy who's not distracted? That's awesome, Karen.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide. I kind of like the idea of the archer just turning around and me being right there.
Yeah.
I like
I
that.
like that. That's good.
Oops, I didn't mean to land on my head.
Oops, sorry.
He's like, what?
Sorry, dude. My bad.
All right, you can make your attack if you want.
Well, I think I do want to. Here we go. Okay. And smash. That'll do.
Nice.
You are next.
Roll imagery.
Oh!
Lots of dice.
Nice.
Stubborn bleeding.
Bleeding. You see trickle from your wound. It must be a nicked vein because it's difficult to staunch. At the end of your turn, take damage to your maximum hit point scale to the damage caused by lingering injury. Jesus Christ, what? 1d10 damage is 1, 2, 11 to 20 is 4.
Well, here's hoping we just kill them and you don't have to worry about them.
Does anyone understand any of that?
No.
Yeah, I'm not bright, but like, that seems beyond me.
You're dead.
It's a lingering injury.
So
You take damage to your maximum hit points.
Oh, you roll a 20.
Yeah. 2 20s, probably.
Yeah, you roll 2 20s. So
Wait.
roll 2 20s, Cliff.
How do you get 2 20s? I thought it was a 1d4.
I think the first roll is to which of the things, like which of these do you roll, and then it's a 1. Then inside of that, like if it's a 1 to 10, you roll a 1d2. If it's 11 to 20, you roll a.
Oh, I thought it was based on the damage I did. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, I think it was the damage that you do.
Did it already take it? It already took the damage off, then, didn't it?
So
Yeah.
you should do an additional 1d4, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm
that's
sorry.
what
That's what it was. So it rolled a 13 automatically. Then you do a 1d4. Right. Do a 1d4,
Yeah.
and I'll take that additional damage. Thank you for unpacking that. That was a lot.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not convinced I like this injury thing. So 2 more points of damage. 1, 2. All right. So, yeah, he's hurt, right? Now, inadvertent. By the way, Elara and Sasan are no longer surprised. I mean, are no longer like unaware.
Distracted.
Yeah, they're no longer distracted. But each of you get that one turn, right? So, next up is Fabia. What are you doing, Fabia?
So I'll come down so I'm in like line of sight.
All right. Then make your attack.
Well, I want to make sure like I don't hit Karen.
That's good.
Yeah, but don't step in front of me.
So where should I go?
You were probably fine where you were. Your range is like you've got a longbow.
Right there or back?
Yeah.
More?
No, I think right there is perfect.
Okay.
All right, so solid hit.
Make ready. Your turn comes.
And it turned. Okay, this time it turned the right person into a loot bag.
No.
That's good.
No?
Wait.
Yeah, it did.
No, she hit Mason.
That
but
was.
Sisson dropped their loot. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, it doesn't make. I've got to work on my algorithms. I wrote this one, as you can tell. It's not working well.
That's an off by 1 error, I bet.
So I get one more shot, and both of those are within 5 feet of that guy, right?
How did you hit Messon?
Right here.
She had a line of sight to him.
Right over my shoulder.
Yeah, I would say I'll just say if you had fumbled, you would have hit Karen. Just so you know,
Right.
That was a.
Yeah.
I normally call that out.
She's a
all right.
professional.
Yeah, you do you. Like, maybe people don't care if they hit Karen. I don't know.
I don't mind.
But I get another one. Plus, he's 5 feet within
he's
the
5
other one.
feet. Yeah, so you get that as well. So all of that comes into play.
Nice.
Yeah, I think the only trick is that you can't use your horde thing to attack somebody you've already attacked. It has to be like a different target.
It has to be a different person.
Oh. All right.
So
she gets like one arrow at each of those guys.
Yeah, essentially.
Sweet.
Ow. I like that.
Why does it say I've used my reaction this round? What does that mean?
It means you used your reaction.
What is that?
Did you already use? Oh, it's because it's not officially your turn. Can you ignore it?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Because this is an out of combat thing as opposed to.
Gotcha.
I'm pretty sure that's a hit with a 28. You see this arrow like fly through, and it just I'm gonna roll injury for fun, but like the bottom line is this dude explodes. Right, which works really well because his left lead and he's got a roguish scar, which you're sort of distracted from given that he's a corpse on the ground. The good news is his body falling out of the way gives you line of sight to Desert Guard Sasan.
Nice.
And if that was your 5 feet rule, right?
Yeah.
And we're gonna find out if Fabia can truly, with her back, literally her back to everybody. Let's just flip you around. If Fabia can literally take out 3 Desert Guard in one turn, that seems
Go.
like something.
It will be your turn next.
Almost.
Yeah. So the good news is.
Wait, Mrs. Skylar. Okay, I'm glad because that was Skylar targeted, I think.
Yeah, you inadvertently. Yeah, your roll still missed, but like you had the wrong person.
Yeah.
Skylar's not lost. Like that arrow comes flying at you, Skylar, and sort of like hits the corpse in front of you. You're like, what the? And your only takeaway is that maybe Fabia doesn't like bagpipes. So you guys see Skylar sort of like tuck the bagpipes back into his bag. All right, that leaves us. So the next person to the north was Noodle. Noodle, do you have any ranged, or what do you want to do?
I can try my spoons now. I can kind of come forward. I know it's 60, but I got to get out of the cone.
Yeah, so you're.
I just got the cone.
How far can you go? 25 feet?
Yeah. And then I know my range.
And then you can go. You can do what? 120 for the spiritual weapon.
I think it's 60, isn't it? Maybe it is more now. I don't know. Does it increase?
Well, you have to. Oh, you don't know. I have to look. Spiritual weapon. So I'm at my worst when I try to figure things out.
I think I can hit. I'm pretty dang sure. So let's just do it.
60 feet. And you have voice now. You have voice, so you can go 60 feet from you. So yeah, it's right at 50. So you come right around next to it. Boom, with your spoon. We did establish when we were experimenting that you can't actually attack with your spoon. So I'm going to have to move you temporarily there. So I'm not going to remember where you were. So you go here, and then you do your attack, your spiritual weapon attack on the guard. So
and we still have everybody in the cone that's still alive, right? There's like at least one guy, right?
There's
one guy down there at the bottom.
Yeah. Okay. Remember, we need one alive. I yelled before I.
Do you want to cast this as flaming or dark?
I'm gonna go with flaming.
And what do you want to use it as? A mace, a maul, or a sword?
Mace, please.
Mace. And what color would you like this flaming mace to be? Blue, green, yellow, orange, red, or purple?
Dear Lord, I would enjoy some purple today.
Purple it is. And
Mace is the place.
Boom.
It will be your turn next.
So I did not know this, but it actually created its own spiritual weapon.
Oh.
So
it's actually with the spoon, but we'll go with it.
Yeah. And did it attack?
No.
Target. And hold on. X. So there's your spiritual weapon, and we do that. Oh, that is the spiritual weapon. Alright, so we do that, it goes away. And here. And I think that is. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out what to roll. Okay, so 1d8 plus your spell modifier. 7, so it's 1d8 plus 5 damage. damage. And that is 1d8 plus minus 1. Okay, and then we roll. So we take 11 points off this guy.
All right.
And enter. And he's dead.
Yay.
So you guys see this wooden spoon slash.
Well, didn't she say she didn't want to kill him though?
Yeah, was it? Yeah.
Well, we need one alive.
She specifically said she didn't want to kill him.
I'm sorry, I did not hear that. I was too busy trying to figure out your weapon. So let me give him
It's
back.
because he
one
was
hit
the
point.
last one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we need him alive. That was. Don't we want to ask him?
Yeah.
He
Anything-
now has 1 hit point left,
Well,
but it will knock him prone, and he's also incapacitated. Okay, per your request.
thank you.
So, are you ending combat? Are you guys? You guys are done beating shit up, right?
I think so.
Yeah. End combat. Yes.
Are we taking their bloody robes off of them?
I was wondering about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, and I'm gonna assign some experience points. See if this gives Nick enough to come over the edge. And so you have to click add in the window, in the chat window. How close is Nick now? Oh, he's about 400 away.
Ah, boo.
Yeah, he'll get there. The rest of you in the chat window, you're going to see there's a little plus, like an add experience points. To claim your experience points, you need to click that. It's only 83, but I mean, at some point,
Go ahead and click.
Also, you'll find that all of those skulls are now item piles if you want any of the loot. It's up to you. And you have the one dude who's awake.
Did you click me, Tom?
Oh, what am I clicking you to do?
For experience.
Oh, my bad. Yes, plus 83 for Noodle. My bad. The only people who haven't claimed it are Bing and Karen. They're too good for Desert Guard experience points. Karen was holding out for Desert Guards.
Yes.
Oh,
What's a chain shirt?
That's
Chainmail?
that's their outfit.
Remember Depeche Mode? That like one of the keyboard players used to wear kind of a chain shirt.
Yeah,
Always.
he did.
That was
Martin Gore.
Mark Gore.
Sad that we knew that. All right, so yeah, so look, here's the sort of the state of things. We can decide what your next steps are and then end. You have 4 Desert Guard outfits and 1 barely alive Desert Guard that can answer some questions but needs medical attention.
Oh,
What do you guys want to
medical. Do we need to heal him a little bit before we?
do? He has
Kill
1
him
hit
and kill
point. He'll bleed out over time. It depends on what you want to do with him.
We need to ask him questions.
All right. Well, both Nick, Skylar, and Noodle are within asking range. Actually, arguably, so is Karen. Of course, you gotta watch that Karen. She might just come over and pop him on the head with this sort of great axe.
Yeah. My main question is, how are you not dead?
And you guys are welcome to loot whatever you want in the meantime. It's up to you.
Well, our plan is still to dress like these guys, right? So we should
Right.
take everything from the 4 dead ones, right? Okay, so I'll take from this guy.
All right. Are you putting on the outfit?
Yeah. They're pretty bloody right now, aren't they?
You don't look perfect. And are you going to be an archer?
Yeah, I should probably take the one that has the bow.
Okay, you can grab his bow if you want.
I took this guy's spear.
You just took the chain shirt.
Yeah, you see Fabia do that. The other person looks like Bing. Are you? Which are you taking?
I just grabbed the chain shirt.
But they have a shield too, right?
Well, the idea is like theater of the mind. You'll look like them. So
okay.
Sort of roughly. Here you go. Yep. So now, Bing, you notice that you're now a desert guard.
Awesome.
All right, down to the south. Karen, you look at the outfit and you're like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure I can get into this outfit. If I'm being perfectly frank with you, you can put it on, but you're like your belly's gonna hang out. So are you taking one of them?
Yeah, I'm putting it on like intentionally badly. Yeah.
All right, so let's see.
Very, very half-assed attempt to disguise myself.
All right, give me 1 second. Let's see if I can find a good. All right, so there you go. You are now desert guard. So this one's gone. This one's gone. That's been claimed. There's one desert guard left outfit, and like Nick, you and Skylar look at that corpse and we're like, who's gonna grab it? Now Nick's not here to defend himself, so Skylar, you doing it first?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Do I actually have to grab it?
Nope. Give me 1 second. And so you grab it, and you're wearing. Let's see. We're gonna make you purple. Boom! You're now desert guard. It is gone. So Noodle and Nick are flanking this almost dead desert guard Sasan. The rest of you are welcome to come on down. Did you want to get rid of your silence spell? Or you want to keep that cone there? It's up to you.
No, I wanted to drop that. I'm actually trying to figure out how to do that.
That, unfortunately, is a thing I got to do for you.
Okay, yeah, let's drop it.
And this is intuitive. You click the measure tool, and then I can delete the icon. Why?
Yeah, that totally makes sense.
I don't know why that's a thing. Right? So yeah, all that's left in the desert is like the blood splatters of this guy's comrades. He sees you guys like putting on their clothes. This is like wildly disturbing to this guy because you guys haven't had a single conversation. You stormed out of the gate. Things went silent. He saw bagpipes, and the next thing you know, like his comrades' corpses are around him, like in their underwear, and you guys are wearing their clothes. And he sees Noodle.
Sounds about right for us.
Yeah. It does.
Yeah. So we should tell him that. This is what we always do. It's nothing personal.
Yeah.
So
this is our MO.
Yeah. So you guys are welcome to come intimidate him, gather around, whatever. But let's do this conversation and figure out what your next steps are. Then we're gonna be done.
Okay.
Who pays you?
Are you close enough? I can't tell who's who anymore.
I can get close.
Yeah, like at least come in within whatever.
Who's the? Wait, where's the?
I know how I would do it.
Who are you people? What the hell have you done? You
that doesn't matter. We're asking the questions. Who pays you?
Fine.
Hello.
Sorry, my daughter. It's 8:30, and they're like, we're gonna go on a run, and I'm still in that guy's voice, but that's fine. Anyway, so you're asking the questions. I get that, but like, what the fuck?
Listen, we'll tell you what the fuck.
Who pays you?
Yeah.
I'm part of the Desert Guard.
Who pays you?
The Desert Guard.
So who are you diverting? Who are you diverting water to?
I'm not personally diverting water to anybody. I'm just paid
Just
to. I was told. My commander said, "Hey, hey, Sasan, go hang outside of the oasis and keep people in order. And every once in a while, like rough someone up and remind them who's boss."
And you have like you don't hear anything about what anyone else is doing, like. So the townspeople know more about this than you do, right?
Well, I don't know what the townspeople know, but I can tell you, we're diverting the water away from these scoundrels who shouldn't have it to begin with.
To where? Who are you diverting the water to?
The people who deserve it. the rest of the population.
Who are those?
I don't know specifically. I'm not paid to know. I'm paid to guard a fortress or come down here and rough people up from time to time. Do you see the pips of a leader on my collar? No.
You know what? This guy's not worth keeping alive.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't. I don't know that we need to go there.
He doesn't know anything that we need to know. That
I know all sorts of things.
That would keep you alive, but we haven't heard anything. We haven't heard anything we don't already know. So
let's just let Karen kill him.
And to be fair, you guys. So these guys are some. The townspeople told you these are peons, right? They just rough people up. He's pretty much above board, right? He's an asshole.
I mean, guys talk. You hear things though.
Mm-hmm. Well, you didn't. You didn't go deep. You said, tell me what you know. So maybe more specificity. Although, feel free. If you want him dead, a single melee attack from anyone who wants to hit him he's all yours.
Anyone else want to ask some questions?
Yeah, the information we want. It's the information that you're not supposed to know, but you do know.
Look, I get it. Like you've laid waste to my comrades, and you think I know things, and I'm scrambling to come up with things I can tell you that sound like
scramble hard.
But what I know is this, and I've been above board, right? And by the way, I'm in a lot of pain here, right?
Okay.
So I'm part of the Desert Guard. I think that's clear. It looks like some of you are not part of the Desert Guard. I'm not sure why, but you're whatever. My commander said go to the Oasis today, stand outside the gate, and just intimidate people, right? Don't cause any problems, but just make sure you keep them in order, right? Other days, I'm assigned to be lookout on the wall outside of the fortress. Other days, I'm inside, right, guarding the entrance to the pumps.
What's inside the fortress?
There's 4 rooms. Inside. 4 rooms, each with arrow slots, right? That overlook the basin, right? It's for protection. In the northeast room, I occasionally guard. It's the entrance to the pump room, right? But beyond that, I don't have any nefarious deeds behind this. I'm a desert guard. I'm asked to guard things, and I go do what I'm told.
When is the next time you guys are gonna change guards?
We change guards at dawn and dusk. Long days, desert guard. 12 hours sometimes.
What's the best way to the fortress if we don't want to go noticed?
I'll be frank. Having guarded most of the sides, there are not many good. If you come in through the gate, there's guards up on the wall, and there's guards on the pathway, right? You'll be coming through some buildings, right? Either that or from the road to the north or the south. Either way, it leads to the same entrance. If you come from the
How many guards are on at once?
How many what? I didn't.
How many guards are on duty at once?
Anywhere from 15 to 20, right? And there's. Let me think in my head. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's sort of 7 walkways that sort of reach out into the basin from the fortress, and on each one you'll find 1 to 2 guards, usually an archer. Oftentimes there's a lowly guard like me that's just been told to walk around, look intimidating, keep people away. Now, up to this point, we've not had any problems with anybody. I'm not sure what your plan is here, but you've now made an enemy of the Desert Guard. That's probably not a great idea.
Why?
Because we're the Desert Guard.
And?
We guard the desert. We do what we're told, right? Yeah, it's look. Why don't you just let me go? I've been very honest with you.
So is everyone there to your caliber of expertise in their duties?
Yeah, there's a lot of badasses, right? We're hired guns.
Oh.
So they're as good as me or better.
Well,
okay,
you know what? You can go.
Awesome.
Just know that we're gonna kill all your friends. So I would recommend not associating with them anymore. So tooth and claw, baby. Tell him you don't mess with the black cult of the dragon ever again.
So he's like very confused looking. He's not exactly sure of like.
And give us your clothes.
He like spins around. He's like,
we need your clothes.
That's what I told him.
And give us your clothes.
And give us your clothes.
You're members of the Black Cult of the Dragon?
Yep, and we're going to kill all of you.
Why would you kill me?
I'm gonna kill him. I take the
because
back
you
of my...
talk too much about nothing. Now give us your clothes.
I take my bagpipes and I slam him on the head, killing him.
So he takes off his clothes, and who does he give his clothes to? Who am I giving? Who wants my clothes? Who wants my clothes?
Nick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they'd fit me. I'm like 4 foot tall.
Here, man. Take these clothes. All yours, pal. There you go.
And then Skylar, you're gonna whack him on the head?
Yeah, he can't go away alive. There's no way.
Nope. Okay.
So, he's like thinks he's done his duty. He turns to walk away, and you guys see Skylar go. Back. And he falls to the ground in his underwear, leaving behind his loot, which does not include a chain shirt or any of that crap. So we're just going to delete it. You've already looted it. So you now are just surrounded by, the
corpses,
the half-naked corpses. All of you but Noodle, are in outfits. Karen's in an outfit, but she's like, she's like a 5-pound burger and a 2-pound bun, right? There's like all this like meat hanging out and green and yeah, it's not a look, right? I don't know that Noodle would look any better, but weirdly, Skylar, when you look across Karen, and like even though she looks, like a sausage a bit, there's still that charisma. There's something about her. There's something about she's making this work look, this look work, and as she struts around, she's owning it, right? So she's good to go. So before we end, what's your next move?
So one thing we could do is we could wait until they notice that their entire detachment has been killed, and see if they send a bunch more guards. And then when they send the bunch more guards, we go ahead and.
Because what time is it really? Is it really 4 a.m.?
Yeah, in combat time, you guys have spent 1 minute. Like all of this.
Well, because he did say dusk and dawn, so in any time, in a couple hours, there should be a change of guards.
Yeah, so I'd say it's about 4:10 given the conversation. So it's about 4:10.
So we could wait until the next round comes and see what happens.
Yeah.
You guys want to wait till 6?
Yeah, because we've never done that.
Yeah.
Then we could take. That would be 2. That would be the second round gone.
Yeah. See what happens.
Well, just so you know, you're assuming that they're all coming from the fort and that the Desert Guard's not a larger organization.
I mean, we could just wait and see what happens. Maybe not stand out in the middle, like hello, but just hide.
So, are you guys gonna hang? So, where did you guys want? If this is your plan, are you going back into the fortress? You hang out in the trees. You can stand in that bloody pool. Because no matter what happens, like when the Desert Guard gets here, unless you're gonna do some serious cleanup, which
we're not.
We don't do that.
There's a lot of blood.
I'm gonna draw a big BCOTD.
Yes.
And their symbol.
So like you see like a B. C.
Yes.
O. D.
I gotta say, I like that you said that.
Yeah.
I have to make a note to remember that. Yeah. So when we next play. You guys have dispatched some guards outside of the Oasis. You're on a quest to free the Waterworks from the scoundrel, these Desert Guard. You have both delighted and confused me in your tactics. Bing has called out that, like, hey man, we're the Black Cult of the Dragon, which seems pretty cool, but then, like, no sooner did that guard know that, than Skylar, like,
then we killed him.
Smashed his right?
Yeah.
So Skylar, Bang has taken some of this bloody sand and written BCOD in it. Right? And you have like these 2 big blood splats, which will be here for quite some time. Right? You know, unless you guys purposely clean them up. You're right now standing on top of them.
I'm over there.
It's 4 a.m. Do you plan on staying there until 6 a.m.?
Does anybody that's inside notice what we've done?
Well, not that you know of. You've not went inside to check. No one's come out.
Okay. Okay.
I'm sure they've heard the rough. Well, first off, the northern they heard nothing.
Right.
Down to the south, I'm sure they heard some kerfuffle, but it was like less than a minute, so it sounds like there was a bit of a brawl, but it wasn't long enough to like draw anyone's attention. And none of you screamed like "huzzah" or anything like that when you were fighting. So in my mind, this is just like you went and just dispatched these guys pretty readily.
Can I pick up some arrows?
You'd have to go back in to do that. So you guys want to head back into the stuff?
No.
The archers have plenty of arrows.
Oh yeah. I'm sorry. I thought you were gonna pick up. I thought you meant like guys and buy some arrows.
No, I'm gonna pillage arrows.
Yeah. So each of the archers would have had 20. So how many arrows did you want?
All of them.
All. You want all the arrows. So right now you're at 20. So your new amount will be 60. You now have 60 arrows.
Sweet.
Awesome.
They're just arrows, by the way. They're not anything. There's nothing special about them.
Yeah, I just go through them.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, and I'm not, unlike Fantasy Grounds right now, I'm not making you only get a certain percentage. I'm just letting you mind. To be frank, like, their quivers, they didn't even get rid of the shot off. So
no, they didn't.
They were good to go, 20 each. All right, so here you are. Are we ending here? Does that sound right?
Yeah. We're biding our time right now.
Awesome.
If you want to, are we going to wait back over at that little...
Yeah, can you guys move where you want to be? Like, you want to be out? You want to be in the fortress, or do you want to be outside? Are you hiding in the rocks? Are you hiding in the trees? Like, what's your plan? And then we'll be ready for the next time we play. Yeah, it's gonna be. You have a 2-hour wait, or you assume roughly 6 o'clock.
Maybe somebody wants to go clean off their bloody clothes a little
Well,
bit.
that's what I was just gonna say. Maybe we clean off the bloody chain a little.
Yeah, we can go to Sid's. He knows what's up.
Yeah. We'll head over to Sid's place.
All right, I'll just move you guys as a group. That'll probably be easier.
Okay.
I mean, we'll be out there in time. Plenty of time.
Oh, okay. There you go. Thank you. So you guys walk. Yeah, you guys walk through the gates. You're it's 4 a.m. We'll move the forward a little bit in time here. Probably around 4:30ish when you guys enter the gates, and you're sort of met with like, yeah, they see you wearing, like, they recognize you from minutes ago. You just left. and you come in wearing this Desert Guard, and Sally just sort of gives you that sort of like, that old lady, like, yeah, wink. Hammertoe's like, I see what you're doing there, right? So they're all down with it. None of them gives a shit about the Desert Guard. These are guards these are like the BlackRock of, of military forces. That reference lost, that you guys get it.
Yes.
I like that he called himself badass.
Yeah, so they're all pretty delighted. The markets are starting to sort of like liven up, and any one of the vendors will offer to sort of clean you up and shine you up and be perfect. And then we'll pick up here next time. So the next time we pick up, it'll be around 5 a.m. I'll just miss a time. 5:20ish. The sun's coming up, right? The blood is now drying in the desert sun. And here you are, a bunch of Desert Guard and Noodle. There you go.
Excellent.
Awesome.
She's our chaplain.
She is.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, look, you'll have to figure out what to do with this now. Any questions until we play again? Otherwise, we'll end it.
No.
All right, so
Thank
I got
you, guys.
to-dos. I got to fix a few things. You guys shouldn't turn into item piles every time you die. That's not a thing. I don't know what's going on with that.
Also, real backpack sound.
Yes,
Everybody
I'll try
have
to find some
a
backpack.
good beginning of the school year.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be good times. All right,
Yeah.
y'all.
Boy.
Fun times.
Thanks for the game, everyone.
Later,
All right,
guys.
Thanks, everyone.
see you guys.
Bye.
Bye.